The Department of Homeland Security and the National Security Agency is suing a man for, or I should say suing a company for using their seal or their logo or their imagery to sell shirts. Now, some of these shirts that are sold by Zazzle include the NSA seal, and it says stuff like, the NSA, the only part of the government that listens.
Well, that's true. They do actually listen to you.
And then also there were shirts that said Department of Homeland Stupidity. So these are obviously very political shirts, and the DHS and the NSA were not happy about this, so they decided to send a cease and desist letter to the clothing manufacturer Zazzle. So they decided, oh really, you're going to sue us? Or you're going to come after us? Well, then we're going to sue you.
Yeah, Zazzle that.
Yeah, so they're going to sue because they feel that their First Amendment rights have been violated. They feel that this is freedom of speech, and they should be able to do this. Now, I'm really curious to see what you think, Cenk, because...
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? You can't impersonate a police officer, for example, et cetera. But here, nobody thinks that you're actually coming from the Department of Homeland Stupidity, okay? If they do, they might be in the department. So... is this First Amendment? Abso-frickin-lutely. It's like right in the center of the First Amendment, which is to criticize the government. Exactly. So we don't like the NSA listening in on us. The Department of Homeland Security is stupid, wrong, egregious, whatever you want to call it, right? And we're mocking them. Of course you get to do that. You know, they can make any legal argument they like about the logo, but nobody actually, like if you put on like a whole full NYPD uniform and went in, busted into somebody's house, yeah, you're impersonating a police officer. That's not really, and if you went in and was like, gave a political rant, that doesn't really cover it.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't mean, oh, you have a First Amendment right to do that. But this is not impersonating anyone. This is just making light of what the government is doing, and it's also true, by the way.
And it's so indicative of how the government responds to any type of criticism. You're a whistleblower, we're going to come after you. Oh, you're making shirts that make fun of us, we're going to come after you. Do anything that's anti-government, we're going to come after you. We like to talk a lot about what happens in China and other countries where you have leaders that don't like to be criticized or mocked, and how they come down hard on citizens for doing so. We're no better in the United States. They're maybe a little... less overt about it. I mean, in this case, they are overt. And in the case of Edward Snowden, they are overt. But, you know, the government is becoming more and more transparent about how they're not going to deal with any criticism. They're going to come after journalists that do anything to criticize them. And it's disgusting. That's not what our so-called democracy is supposed to be about.
Yeah, and what's next? When we do the graphics here on the Young Turks, that includes the White House or Capitol Hill. Oh, no, you put the Capitol Hill in there and you made fun of us. Can't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to sue you. But this is not that far from that.
It's not.
Okay.
No more catfight graphic. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. You made fun of Axelrod? No, can't have it. That's unpatriotic. We're coming after you. Look, conservatives like the spying. They like the, and now they're criticizing Obama for apologizing for spying on foreign leaders, right? And they like the military, and they liked all the wars and stuff. And you made government bigger and bigger and bigger. And all of a sudden, you woke up one day and you're like, wait a minute, wasn't I supposed to be against big government? Turns out government is gigantic now and is steamrolling everything in its path. Well, we were trying to tell you, right?
No, I don't even think that they're that stupid and oblivious. I think that they're completely aware of what they're doing. I think their big government argument is used to win votes, but in reality, they know they're not for small government. They're totally in favor of big government. They do love the spying. They do love, you know, the laws that basically dictate what we can do in our social lives.
No, you're 100% right when it comes to Republican politicians, right? But I'm talking about the voters.
Okay.
You know, like, so you wanted to, I hate big government. And then you voted for guys who made the government gargantuan, right? So if you don't like it, then maybe you should vote in a different direction.
Right. Yeah, in that case, I definitely do think that they're oblivious.
Yeah.
And they totally bought the propaganda, which is sad.